Your dog just froze, stared at a blank wall, and started growling at absolutely nothing. No person, no shadow, nothing you can see or hear. And you're standing there thinking, is my dog losing its mind? What is going on? Here's the truth. Your dog isn't crazy. Your dog is picking up on an entire world that you are completely blind and deaf to. And once you understand what they're actually experiencing, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Hey everyone, welcome back to Dog Tips YT. I'm glad you're here today because this video is genuinely one of the most fascinating ones we've done on this channel. We're breaking down 11 strange things that dogs can see and hear that are completely invisible and silent to you. This isn't just cool trivia. Understanding your dog's senses will actually make you a better owner. So let's get into it. 1. Ultraviolet light. Let's start with something that will genuinely blow your mind. You know how humans can see colors across a visible spectrum? Well, dogs can actually see into the ultraviolet range, UV light, something the human eye simply cannot detect. A study published in the Proceedings of the Royal Society found that dogs have lenses in their eyes that allow UV light to pass through, whereas human lenses block it almost entirely. So what does that mean in the real world? It means flowers, certain fabrics, and even urine trails left by other animals appear completely different to your dog than they do to you. That patch of grass your dog is obsessively sniffing, there might be a glowing trail of UV-lit markings all over it that you are literally unable to see. Next time your dog seems obsessed with something that looks totally normal to you, remember, they might be seeing a completely different picture. 2. High-frequency sounds. Here's one most dog owners have heard of, but the reality of it is still pretty staggering. Dogs can hear frequencies up to 65,000 hertz. Humans max out at around 20,000 hertz. That's more than 3 times your hearing range. What this means practically is that your dog can hear things like the buzz of electronics inside your walls, the high-pitched whine of a TV on standby mode, even the ultrasonic pest repellers some people put in their homes, which, by the way, can actually be really stressful for dogs. So if you've ever noticed your dog acting anxious or restless in a specific room and you can't figure out why, it might be worth checking if there's any kind of electronic device running in there that's emitting a sound you simply cannot detect. 3. Earth's magnetic field. Okay, this one sounds like science fiction, but stick with me. Research strongly suggests that dogs can sense the Earth's magnetic field. A study that analyzed the bathroom habits of 70 dogs across 37 breeds found that dogs preferred to align their bodies along the north-south magnetic axis when they relieved themselves, and they actively avoided doing so during times of magnetic disruption. Dogs may have magnetite crystals in their nasal tissue, the same biological material that helps birds navigate during migration. So your dog might be using an internal compass that you don't even have, and you thought they were just taking forever to find a spot to pee. 4. Impending seizures in humans. This one shifts gears a little, but it belongs on this list because it is remarkable. Dogs can detect when a human is about to have a seizure, sometimes up to 45 minutes before it actually happens. There are certified seizure alert dogs trained exactly for this purpose, but even untrained dogs have been documented displaying alerting behaviors before their owner's seizures. The leading theory is that dogs are picking up on subtle changes in body odor caused by shifts in brain chemistry. The human nose cannot detect these changes at all, so your dog might be smelling things happening inside your body that even doctors can't catch without equipment. That is not an exaggeration. 5. Distant thunderstorms. You ever notice your dog acting weird, pacing, panting, hiding under the bed, and you look outside and it's a perfectly clear day? An hour later, a storm rolls in. That's not coincidence. Dogs can hear thunder from distances of up to 40 miles away. But it goes beyond just the sound. They also sense the drop in barometric pressure that precedes storms, feel the static electricity building in the air, and may even smell the change in atmospheric chemistry that comes with incoming rain. They're essentially a walking weather station. If your dog suddenly becomes clingy or anxious out of nowhere on an otherwise normal day, check your weather app. There's a decent chance something is coming. 6. Other dogs' emotional states from a distance. Here is something that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. Dogs can pick up on the emotional state of other dogs through sound, not just the obvious stuff like barking or growling, but incredibly subtle vocalizations that fall below the threshold of human hearing or that we simply lack the ability to interpret. Dogs are tuned in to micro changes in pitch, rhythm, and tone of other dogs' sounds in a way we are not. Studies on canine communication show that dogs adjust their own behavior based on cues that human observers completely missed in the same interaction. Your dog is having entire conversations with other dogs that you're not even aware are happening. Number 7, cancer and disease. This might be the most powerful entry on this entire list. Multiple peer-reviewed studies have demonstrated that dogs can detect certain types of cancer, including lung, breast, ovarian, and colorectal cancers, through Snell, with accuracy rates in some studies exceeding 90%. The human body produces volatile organic compounds when cancerous cells are present, and these compounds alter a person's breath, sweat, and urine in ways that dogs can detect. Organizations around the world are now training medical detection dogs for exactly this purpose. There are documented cases of pet dogs who persistently sniffed or nudged a specific spot on their owner's body. The owner eventually got it checked out and found a tumor. The dog knew before any test or symptom appeared. Let that sink in. Number 8, visual motion at extreme distances. Dogs are not quite as sharp as humans when it comes to static detail. Their visual acuity is estimated to be roughly 20/75, compared to the human ideal of 20/20. But when it comes to detecting motion, they have a significant advantage. Dogs can detect moving objects at distances up to a mile away under the right conditions. This comes from their evolutionary history as hunters. A prey animal moving in the far distance would trigger your dog's visual system long before you'd notice anything. This is also why some dogs react dramatically to something moving way off in the distance, a cyclist, a squirrel, a blowing plastic bag, while you're still squinting trying to figure out what they're looking at. Number 9, your emotional state through scent. Your dog doesn't just read your emotional state from your face or your voice. They smell it. When humans experience emotions like fear, anxiety, or happiness, our bodies release different hormones and chemical compounds, adrenaline, cortisol, oxytocin, and these change our scent in measurable ways. Research published in the journal Learning and Behavior confirmed that dogs can distinguish between the sweat of a fearful person and a happy person. And when they smell fear or stress, many dogs show corresponding changes in their own behavior. So the next time you're having a rough day and your dog keeps nudging you or staying close to you, they're not just being affectionate randomly. They literally smell that you're stressed, and they're responding to it. Number 10. Earthquakes before they happen. Seismologists have studied this for decades. There are countless historical accounts from ancient Greece to modern Japan and China of animals behaving strangely in the hours or days before a major earthquake. Dogs are among the most frequently documented. The current thinking is that dogs may detect P waves, the initial, smaller seismic waves that travel ahead of the more destructive S waves. Humans generally don't feel P waves, especially at low intensities. Dogs also may be sensitive to changes in ground-level gases and subtle vibrations that precede seismic events. Some researchers are genuinely exploring whether widespread monitoring of animal behavior could serve as an early warning system for earthquakes. Your dog might be the most sophisticated geological sensor in your household. Number 11, individual humans by heartbeat. And here is the one that will stick with you longest. Dogs can identify individual humans by their heartbeat alone. Research out of Eötvös Loránd University in Hungary showed that dogs could match a recording of their owner's heartbeat to a photo of their owner, selecting the correct person from a lineup purely based on the sound of their heart. Think about what that means. Your heartbeat is as unique to your dog as your face. They know it. When you're not home, your dog knows what your heartbeat sounds like from the other side of a door. When you're upset or nervous, your heart rate changes, and they hear it. The bond your dog has with you is built on layers of sensory information that go so much deeper than we used to realize. Now, here's a bonus that most dog owners never think about, and it directly relates to everything we just covered. Because your dog's sensory world is so much richer than yours, they can experience sensory overload in ways that are hard for us to recognize. Loud urban environments, homes with lots of electronics, heavily perfumed cleaning products, crowded dog parks. All of these can be genuinely overwhelming for a dog in ways that don't register to us at all. If your dog shows unexplained anxiety, excessive barking, restlessness, or withdrawal, before assuming it's a behavior problem, consider their sensory environment. Sometimes the fix is as simple as turning off a device, switching to unscented products, or giving your dog a quieter space to decompress. You don't have to experience what they experience to take it seriously. So, there you have it. 11 genuinely strange and remarkable things your dog can detect that you simply cannot. Your dog is not overreacting, not being dramatic, and definitely not seeing ghosts. They're experiencing a version of the world that is richer, louder, and more complex than anything our human senses can access. If this video gave you a new appreciation for what's going on inside your dog's head, go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow and helps more dog owners find content like this. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is a great time. We put out new dog content every week, covering training, behavior, health, and everything in between. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Has your dog ever done something strange that now makes total sense after watching this video? Drop it down below. I read every single comment and I love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.